my name is Morgan Hardiman, and today I will be reading to you Belinda and the Glass Slipper by Amy Young. So, who is Belinda? This one's Belinda, and she is acting as a princess, and he is acting as the prince. And Belinda is missing her shoe. So this looks like it's gonna be played off based on Cinderella. Let's see if we're right. Belinda was nervous. She was about to audition for the Grand Metropolitan Ballet's production of Cinderella. The maestro beamed. "Ah, Belinda, I'm so glad you are here. Meet our newest dancer, Miss Lola Mudge. I will choose one of you for the role of Cinderella." So what is a maestro? A maestro is somebody who conducts the music or conducts the band to play music. Lola smiled sweetly at Belinda and said, "I really want this part, and I always get what I want. Plus, I have perfect tiny feet, just right for Cinderella." Belinda had perfect feet too, but they happened to be huge. "Here we go," announced the maestro. The music started playing. Lola leaped high, but not as high as Belinda. Lola spun fast, but not as fast as Belinda. Lola was graceful, but not as graceful as Belinda, who was as delicate as a snowflake on the wind. "Thank you, girls," said the maestro. "You are both excellent. Belinda, congratulations. You will be Cinderella. Miss Mudge, you will be one of the ladies at the ball." "That's not fair," Lola muttered. So, what does excellent mean? Excellent means that you did a great job or you did a good job. And why is Lola so mad that she said, "That's not fair"? She's mad because Belinda got the part and she didn't, and she really wanted the part of Cinderella. They rehearsed for weeks. The other dancers didn't like practicing with Lola. When the maestro wasn't looking, she pushed them out of their pliés and revealed their releves. Finally, it was opening night. All of the dancers bustled about, putting on costumes, tying toe shoes, and limbering up. Lola said to Belinda, "Can you help me reach my hair ribbon? It's in here, high on a shelf." Belinda followed Lola into a little closet. When she turned around to help Lola, she heard the door slam and click shut. So, since it clicked shut, what does that mean? That Lola probably locked the door on Belinda. But we'll see if she did. Lola had locked her in. "Let me out," cried Belinda. She had to dance, but everyone was hurrying to get on stage and no one heard her. So why do y'all think that Lola locked Belinda in the storage closet? Because Lola really wanted the part of Cinderella. But was that right? No. Lola stole Belinda's glass slippers, They were not really made of glass, but they were bright and shiny. Lola ran off to find the maestro. Belinda is sick, and she asked me to dance her part, she lied. Oh dear, the poor child. But how can you take her place? You will have to wear the glass slippers in the ball scene, and they'll be too big for you, said the maestro. I'll make them fit, said Lola. She crammed lots of stuffing into the glass slippers and stashed them with a fancy costume for the ball. She put a rag over her tutu to make herself look like Cinderella. Then she hurried on stage just as the curtain opened. So, why did she cram all that stuffing into those glass slippers? So they would fit her. Lola began to dance. She knew the steps, but the maestro wished she could jeté a little higher the way Belinda did. He wished she could glissade more gracefully like Belinda. Let me out, shouted Belinda from the closet. Just then, the fairy godmother dancer came by and heard Belinda. She unlocked the door and said, "What are you doing in here? The ball is about to begin." She helped Belinda into her tutu. "Thank you," Belinda said, "but where are my glass slippers?" "I don't know," said the fairy godmother dancer. "Just wear what you've got on. Hurry, there's no time to lose." Belinda stepped onto the stage just as the ball was getting started. Every ballerina got to dance with the prince. When it was Belinda's turn, he swept her into his arms and they did a gorgeous pas d'or. The audience oohed and awed. "I'm Cinderella," said Lola as she swooped in to claim her dance with the prince, wearing Belinda's glass slippers. The prince frowned. So, what does frown mean? Frowned means that you're not happy. So, you're not smiling. As Lola leapt and spun, something odd happened to the glass slippers. They wavered and wobbled and began to unravel. Pieces of stuffing fell out, and her feet seemed to shrink. The clock struck 12. Lola ran off the stage on her teeny tiny feet, leaving behind a big glass slipper. Soon it was time for all the ballerinas to try on the glass slipper. When the prince found the foot that fit the slipper, he would know that he had found his true love, Cinderella. One by one, the dancers tried it on, but no one's foot fit. Just before it was Belinda's turn, Lola pushed her out of the way. She stuck her foot in the slipper, but of course it was much too big for her. Now that the stuffing was gone, just pretend it fits, Lola hissed at the prince. Belinda had enough. She stepped up and curtsied gracefully before the prince. He smiled happily at her and knelt to try the slipper on her foot. It fit perfectly. Lola looks really mad, doesn't she? Lola was furious. She stomped up to Belinda and said, "The prince is mine. I want him, and I always get what I want." "Not this time," said Belinda. So what does furious mean? It means you're really mad about something. Lola tried to crush Belinda's foot with her heel, but Belinda pirouetted out of reach. Lola sprang after her, but Belinda protected herself with a executed battement, and she escaped with a stunningly brilliant Taurian lair. Belinda dazzled the audience, soaring over their heads like a rainbow. Lola sank into a heap. She knew she had lost. Belinda floated into the prince's arms. The ballet was a great success. Everyone said it was one of the best they'd seen. So different, so full of action and emotion. The maestro took all the dancers out for cake and hot chocolate. Everyone had a good time except for Lola, who decided she didn't want to be a dancer after all. What do you think Lola decided to do after she quit dancing? Let's see. She left the ballet to become a hockey player. She was nicknamed Teensy Toes because her feet were so small. She got into a lot of fights, but she also won a lot of games. I hope y'all like this book, and I hope y'all have a great day.